Hello, viewers. Welcome to LifeHub podcast. I am Tumba Mercy. And Ruth Lawan. We're so glad to have you back on LifeHub podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, engage. You know how we do it.
Yeah, and we always have juicy topics for you, tremendously interesting things to talk about.
And today's one says is one on one.
Yeah, of course.
You don't want to know. You don't want to miss. We have a guest in the house.
Oh my God. I personally, I love to have this person talk to us all of the time. Anytime we invite him, I'm so much interested to hear from him.
Yeah, so we'll hear from our guest today. But before we do that, let's go on a quick break. And when we're back, we meet our guest. Welcome back. So on today's episode, like mentioned, we have something very, very interesting to discuss, something very entertaining to discuss. Here, something very happening to discuss. And we have a guest. But before we introduce our guest, our today's topic is, do we outgrow friends or we simply lose them? That's our topic for today's today. And this is something that whether you like it or not, in one way or the other, you get affected on this topic, whether you are still old or you're a very young person. Yeah.
This is something that we consistently talk about: friendship, relationships, and a lot of things. So, what do you think about this particular topic that we're talking about? You can write it on the comment section. But in the meantime, we told you that we have a guest because we're here to dissect a lot of things what we are going to be talking about.
And our guest today is on some rules. Mr. Yeah, Alpine is in the house with us today. Personally, I love his name. The very first time he came, I saw him physically. I said, "What's your name?" And he said, "My name is Alpine." You know why I'm still like Alpine? He said, "Alpine, fine." And I said, "I mean your real name, please." He said, "Yeah, my name is Alpine." And I said, "Okay, what is your surname?" He said, "Ping." I said, "No, please." I was curious to ask you what's his name, but I know you guys are curious, right? You are curious. You're waiting to see the person that we were just talking about. Yeah. You're welcome on our show today. Let's not forget, Mr. Alpine is a social and behavioral communication expert. So you're in for a big deal today.
Yeah, you are.
All right, thank you for having me, Madam Ruth and Mercy. I feel very honored to be on this podcast today.
We are honored to have you.
It's our privilege, to host you. Yeah, we are glad that you are here. How have you been?
I've been good. It's 2026, and I'm feeling very good about this year. I think it's a general thing. Everybody just feels like this is the year, right?
So much energy.
Yeah, same thing with you.
Positivity.
Yeah, so much positivity. Yeah, so I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to what the year has for all of us.
Yeah. Mr. Alpine.
Yeah.
That's about your name. I'm like,
Yes, it's actually a European name. There's a mountain range between Germany and Italy, known as the Alpine system. So, my dad, before I was born, I was looking for a name for his son. So he saw Alpine. So Alpine has a dual pronunciation. You can pronounce it in my dialect, and you can also pronounce it in English. So
Interesting.
yeah, so Alpine is the English or the European pronunciation of my name. Then Apine.
wow.
Yes,
That's kept it me. It's 2018.
exactly. One time I built a system and I named it Alpine System, and one of my mentors, Madam Amy Gaman, of Nuru, Nigeria, said, give it a native name, right? So Apine method.
No.
And me.
Yeah, a quick one, yeah. Can you just give our audience something motivating for the year?
Yeah. So
Continue.
this is the year you don't. This is the year you don't focus on distractions. Distractions are things you don't want, right? So you can be in a room and maybe somebody's eyeing you or somebody is giving you bad vibes, don't focus on that. Focus on what you like. Focus on what you want, right? Why? Did you know that focusing wherever your attention is, energy flows from that thing to you? Yeah. So if your attention goes to, for instance, if you remember a negative incident that happened in your life, you just gotta start feeling bad. Yeah, the energy from that memory will flow to you, right? So if you get like bad energy around you, don't focus on that. Don't focus on that bad energy. Just go ahead and do your best to focus on what you want, because that will actually, change everything. It will give you positive energy enough to move away. So your attention, your focus is like it's like you're connecting to something. So if you connect on negative things, you feel negative. If you connect on positive things, you feel positive.
Yeah, I know you mentioned something like this in our previous episode.
Yeah, talking about New Year resolution, something like that. And then we made mention of how if you set a goal, like you want to achieve something in particular, if you look towards that, you're focused towards, even if it's just one thing, you're focused towards achieving that, no matter the distractions, you might just like turn blind eyes and just stick towards one thing you're pursuing.
Yeah, but usually, it's very difficult to ignore negative energy. Negative energy, we say, has a life of its own.
Yeah.
You don't. It just keeps moving by itself. So that's what the Alpine system is built around. The happiness system is built around. It's actually built around defining these concepts and moving away from the concepts that will not help you. For instance, the negative energy you're feeling is called what we call the old paradigm. That is the old reality that you were aware of, right? So we say, don't ignore it, don't push it away, because it's like clapping. You can't clap with one hand. Have you tried it before? Yeah, you can't clap with one hand, right?
Papa.
Yeah. So what happens is when the negative energy comes, that's like a hand stretched forward.
Yeah.
So if you start resisting it, you start clapping. Yeah. So if you want to run away, if you react, any reaction you have to that particular energy will cause it to continue to grow. You're feeding it. So what we say is, when you begin to feel negative, be aware of it. In fact, welcome it. Welcome the energy. Stay in it. Right? Maybe you've seen my status before. You see I write energy baths.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Stay in it and then take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Right? Then move your mind to what you want. Right? So move your mind to the positive thing you want. Breathe in, breathe out. Sometimes we say,
This is therapeutic.
yeah, sometimes we say, even when you move your mind to the positive thing you want, we say, welcome it, welcome the energy. So, because basically that's how you channel. That's how you, once your attention is on it, don't forget, you begin to feel the energy. Like if you say, I am very happy. If you say, I'm very happy, and you focus on that, you begin to feel happy.
There are times that I was crying and I was trying to tell myself, no, I'm not crying, I'm happy. No, I'm not crying, I'm very excited.
No, I'm not crying. It's the resistance. It will continue to feed the sadness.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we do, like what we do is be aware of it, welcome it, allow it to be there as if that's what's supposed to be.
Accept.
Because it's a science. It's actually a science from the Sedona method. It's called the Sedona method. It's a way. It was discovered by I think I can't remember his name now, but it's headed now by Hale Dawowski. Hale Dawowski. Shout out to Hale Dawowski. From Nigeria. If you're listening, I mean, you have one of your students here, and I always read your emails. I want you to know that. Shout out to Hale Dawowski. He's now of age, but it was handed to him to continue the legacy of, I think, he will forgive me for forgetting the name of the main person that found out this concept, this method. And what happened was, the doctors told him, yo, you're almost finished. Like, just back up and go home. Right. So he went and decided to explore his mind. And he discovered this, right? He began to see some of it in the Bible, but he went into Eastern teachings and all that, and that was where he found it. He found that, and this is my own interpretation of what they talk about. I'm sure maybe Hilda Oski will learn one or two things from me as well, right? Because knowledge is always evolving and people are getting to know new things. He found out from what I have discovered that good and bad are one continuum. You get, so good and bad are one continuum. That means it's good is on this side, bad is on this side, right? So it's like a stick between it. So both of them will continue to happen, right? But what you can do is you can actually, you are not part of the continuum, right? You are actually an observer of the continuum. So when you do what I taught you to do earlier, be aware of it, welcome it, you stay with it, breathe it in, breathe it out, then be aware of the other one, welcome it, stay with it, breathe it in, breathe it out. What happens is you step out of the continuum and you become an observer. And if you do it 3 times, of course, we're going to write a little about it in the description of this video, so people who want to do it for their 2026 can use it. If you do it, you'll discover that it's as if the positive energy washes away the negative energy. And this is not just around how you're feeling as per negative, it's also around SAPA. Like, yeah, like if you don't have money and you feel like you're broke, that kind of broke that will make you feel down. That feeling, right? Be aware of it. Don't resist it. Don't wonder why. Don't stress it. Just welcome it, right? So when you welcome it, right, breathe it in, breathe it out, then be aware that you have surplus abundance, right?
Okay.
Yeah, then welcome that feeling as well. So breathe it in, breathe it out. So if you do the first set,
Okay.
and the second one, yeah,
I think we should move because we might get it going slowly means
For another session to discuss more about what you're talking about. In fact, I'm very much interested in that.
yeah, curiosity.
So about our topic, right? We asked the question.
Yeah.
Do we lose friends or simply outgrow them?
I think both situations are possible.
No, but before we go there, we go there. Have you ever discovered or have you ever experienced a situation where you lost a friend? Not talking about the person died.
Not talking about that, just losing a friend.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was shout out to you, Bashir Ogirma Yusuf. I think is
Hope you know the friend that you know.
well, I didn't lose him.
Oh, okay.
We grew too distant.
Oh, okay.
We are worlds apart, right? He's my ride or die. You get we do guide things together. But because we're not in the same time and space, we kind of feel like we've lost each other. You get picking up the phone to call him, feels very distant. You get feels wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of thing, So it's not that he's wrong. It's just that it's been so long. You get that I'm not. It's not as if he's outside the country. I mean, I keep in touch with my friends who are outside the country, right? It's just that we've grown so far apart, involving various things that we have kind of lost contact with one another. And basically, we finished from the same secondary school. Sometimes people say that's where life bonds happen, where you have that ride or die person that you meet. And then we were in the same school, in same location, so we always were in each other's houses. And if you were looking for me, you see him, you found me. If you're looking for him, you saw me, you found him, right? That kind of thing. But because we are worlds apart, he's somewhere and I'm elsewhere, we are not we're doing various things. I think it was Burna Boy that sang his song. He said, you're in Lagos. Basically, he was trying to say,
Talk about this.
yeah, I've not forgotten you, even though we are not together, even though it doesn't.
Okay, because that's exactly what I actually want to talk about, right?
Mm.
There's a possibility where you actually are drifting apart, not because you don't communicate entirely, but because of the distance. And there are situations where you know that, okay, this is no longer your friend. So what situation are you in right now with the person?
Basically, a case of uh um it's basically a case of being busy doing many things, right? I saw you something on your status just now. It was somebody that married without a job, right? So somebody, yeah. So it was, the responsibilities as a man is just terrible. So sometimes you're involved with that, you're involved with family, you're involved. And he's the firstborn. So it's all on him, you get. So gosh, yes, I'm sorry somewhere now. And if he's gonna watch this, I'm going to maybe send it to him to say, yo, I've not forgotten you, right? So yeah, so shout out to him, shout out to my alumni network, VUBA, nationwide, shout out to the VOMO Boys Association, shout out to CSJ VOM, the coolest people on the face of the earth.
So you mentioned your friend is abroad, right? And they
No, he's in the country actually.
okay, but you live different lives. You've been apart because of Jews you've been chasing so far. So if you're to say you're losing, I'm not going to say you're losing your friend. Obviously, you're not losing your friend, right? So what would you say? What's happening to your friendship? What exactly is what you call that's happening to your friendship? Because a lot of people are going through exactly the same situation. Personally, I had a friend in university.
Yeah.
We were really close. And then you mentioned whenever they see your friend, they see you.
Yeah.
I used to be like that with my friend.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time I went to a shop to get something. She knows somebody. I know the person too. Like they are friends, but the person is not my friend. Friend. So I was pressing the other side of the shop to get something. So when the guy turned and saw me, he now started looking like he knows that my friend is coming behind her.
Yeah.
So when I saw him, I was like, what the hell? Is that how obvious our relationship is? People will see her and they make sure that okay, Messi is around. And if they see me, they'll be like, so somewhere around.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to say like it happens to literally most people.
Yeah.
Especially people that have been together and then they've grown apart.
Yeah.
What would you say is the situation now with your friendship?
I think it's still good. Because we're very good. But it's uh, I think life is happening to both of us.
Yeah. We don't think it's an excuse to be apart from each other.
It's not an ex. It's it. Thinking about it as an excuse doesn't even cross my mind. Because it's really about spontaneity. Yeah, it's really about like this is somebody that if he knows that my person is in town, yeah, you'll make sure that person is good.
Okay, you guys have the same kind of feeling
Yeah, I mean, we guys, we're
toward the situation entirely.
yeah,
But I think it's a different thing for guys.
but
So guys, ladies. For you as a lady now here,
Yeah.
my friend doesn't talk to me in months. If we should reconnect, I feel like it will be awkward because there'll be a lot of things we probably not discussed.
Yeah, it will be.
one of the funny things that happens is we're talking about a very important topic in life, which is relationships, right? And relationships are actually like the foundation upon which life is built.
Yeah.
You get so and human beings are basically um develop can actually develop. Do you get? So what I'm trying to say that to say is I don't think it has to do with any gender situation.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with your sense of maturity, if you ask me, right? Because if you're mature enough to know that it's not as if this person hates me, do you get? It's not as if I did anything wrong. It's not as if she did anything wrong, right? It's possible that life had just happened, right? I think it's the understanding. If the understanding is robust enough, right? I think we both will meet and you're like, yo, there's so much to catch up about. Do you remember this person? I saw him the other. You just, I mean, except you were not really friends.
Yeah, you talked about something that just called me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember in the past a lot of things? Someone said something. I was just scrolling through the social media.
Yeah.
And someone was saying something. He says, if you're friends with somebody, yeah, and most of the time, all the things you sit and talk about is the past.
Mhm.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Anytime you reconnect, you communicate, you talk about the past, it means that you are in some point outgrowing each other. Like there are no topics
Okay, if you find
about
if you mean avoiding each other means there's nothing that connects you again.
yeah, that's basically the
I think you're wrong because the fact is, if you were connected because you were in the same position, I mean the same space at the same time, having the same experience, then you are never friends. You're just friendly to one another. Friendship is basically interest based, right? Me and you like the same thing, right? Me and you go for the same thing. In fact, we met at that place where we were going for the same thing. Do you get? So then you discover that all our interests align. If I like black, you like black. If I like white, you like white. Do you understand? So that is the thing. So our interests will never fade away because if it does, then it means you're fake, right? And that's the kind of thing that happens a lot of time. You meet people who don't want to see you, and then when they see you, they start smiling. Then you think they're your friends, but they're just being friendly, right? So we have to actually because if you're talking about losing a friend, I think it's really about losing somebody who was just friendly to you. A friend is someone who, permit me to use this scripture, sticks closer than a brother. Is somebody who has the same interest as you. Both of you want to move forward.
Like for friendships, people don't put so much effort in friendships, especially when nowadays. Yeah, because with a relationship now, let's assume a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or your wife and your husband, and they live in different parts.
Can I bust your bubble?
Country.
Can I bust your bubble?
Yeah.
If it's not flowing, if you have to make an effort, then it's not worth it. Water doesn't flow uphill.
That's great.
Water doesn't flow uphill. It has to be downhill. If you're in a relationship and you are struggling to keep up basically appearances, because that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, come, let's go here. Let's go. You get, let's do this. No, let's not go. Why? Because of okay, you're true, you're right, we're right. That's it.
And what I'm trying to say is, if it's let's say for a relationship, both parties make it like the connection and communicate every day.
Yeah.
We would have to communicate despite it.
But that's the thing, and that's what I'm telling you, that that's effort. That's you trying. And I know that a lot of people preach this, right? Where they say, oh, you have to make efforts for a relationship. But I tell you what, if you move from when it was just you, I believe it flowing naturally to when you begin to make effort, check it. Right? Maybe you need to use my method to repair that relationship. Because it's dying, it means it's dead.
This is actually something of serious concern to me.
Yeah.
I almost most of the time, if I have the opportunity, I ask people this question. Personally, I have this experience where some of the friends I come in contact with along the line, right? We drift apart, because this is, whether we like it or not, this is what we experience every blessed day, whether we like it or not. We lose friends, whether we like it or not. And I am telling you this for free. We were sincere friends with each other. We were. And along the line, we drifted apart. Personally, I didn't hate those people. I didn't hate them. But in one way or the other, they had an issue with me. Situations where people view drifting apart as a serious beef. Have you seen a situation where, because you're no longer together with someone, the person talks bad about you?
We're never your friend.
They were.
They're not. Let me tell you, there's a difference between being friendly and being your friend.
What about people you associate? I mean, like, you see all that you skip.
And I the concept of that being friend. Because let's say in a situation whereby you guys are not in the same space, friendship wouldn't have existed.
Exactly.
Okay? But because you guys are in the same space, that's why the friendship probably existed. So you guys shared maybe common space, go to the classroom together, go to whatever together. So that's why probably you were friends, because a common thing connected you. But once that thing is out of the picture, there's no more friendship, because there's nothing more to influence.
So I don't know, but I don't know whether this kind of attitude, personally, I don't know whether it's right or wrong, right? I feel like,
watch this and come after you, like, come.
I don't know.
You mean?
It's something that, seriously, I try to go as a lot of, most of the time I try to communicate to people about this personally. I try to tell people that, because this is my school of thought.
Yeah.
In life, you get to meet people, and sometimes you get to drift apart.
Yeah.
And that is very, very normal, because sometimes life is different. The way you were as a child was different from when you are a mature person. For example, my childhood friend, right? Okay, let's say something happened, I traveled somewhere, and I came back. I might not be the same person she knew when we were children.
Like, your interests have changed?
Yeah, a lot of things have changed. Probably my career is probably different from hers, and hers is probably different from mine, right? So my problem is, I don't know what you think about this particularly. Is it okay to outgrow friendship? I'm not saying maybe for example, I've outgrown Mercy. Personally, I'm not saying that maybe
I am becoming someone very much important to some extent. Maybe I'm advancing financially, socially, in different kind of ways. I'm saying maybe probably her own idea about life is different from mine. And anytime we come together, we don't have a conversation.
Mm. Like I kind of understand what you're saying, right? But I want to say something. There's something we say anything for you, right? And this is not this goes along the lines of this person is my person. You get? If he has not gotten to that point, then you were not friends. You're just friendly to each other. When you get to the point where you are friends, it is actually anything for you. Even if I've not seen you for a very long time and somebody walks in and mentions your name that you sent them, what anything for that person. Do you get? So I think one of the things that needs to be very clear is people need to understand that when people are friendly, that doesn't mean they are friends. Because right when you turn your back and you walk away out of, sometimes you can still hear them. They were like, I don't know what she's feeling like. Do you get? And those are not friends. And why this conversation is very important and is because one, that somebody feels bad that you didn't call them. You're angry. Somebody how do you feel angry that you didn't call them? They didn't know what did they call you? Do you understand? That somebody feels bad that you couldn't call. Did they call you to find out?
What's
Right?
going on with
What's going on?
you're ill?
Do you understand? That's number one. Number two, maybe your relationship, because relationship is about bonding. You get? It's about what you survive together. Like if you went to an all boys school, you had to jump the fence to survive some. There was something we used to call general duty back in the day. General duty means all SS3 boys were on duty and they all had K, right? Shout out DM Shank Quat. This guy slept on a tree. Some people went to hide in a well.
In the tree.
On the tree. He was on the tree because you have to be an excellent dodger to survive. Right? So imagine that there's my friend, shout out to Barrister Safat Iga. He's my confidant from secondary school. Why? We have a lot of story. We are bonded. Like I think one of the things that will benefit our listeners and their audience is the fact that relationship is about bonding, true bonding. If it has not gotten to where anything for this person, you're not his friend. You are friendly. You people are friendly to each other. I think it's very important to note that. Yeah.
I think what if in the case that, let's say I have a friend, right? And then maybe when we're in school, we went out together, let's say dinners in the evening, and then we hang out during weekends. But now I don't want to hang out anymore. I don't like being outside at night. But that's what she wants to do, right? What would you say it's going to become of this friendship? Because I've outgrown, like, our priority is some of the things. Those things don't matter to me right now. But she still finds pleasure in doing those. She enjoys doing those. I know, let's say she wants me to go out with her. And I'm like, no, I can't go up to tea. I don't want to be outside anymore. It's too loud for me.
Yeah.
In cases like this, she might start withdrawing because we don't do those things.
But that's what we're saying. The bond is not yet there, right? Because there are people that sometimes when I'm in Abuja, shout out to Lodging Spain, Barrister Mona Chinso, Wakwe. When we're in Abuja, sometimes I'm at home, he's clubbing. He'll call me, yo, I'm here. Please pray for me. Yo, I'm there. Please pray. You get? A friendship is a friend is a support system. It's not a pity party situation. It's not we must do things together. If we don't do it, we are not friends. If the friend is a support system.
But in good times, so truthfully,
A true friend is a support system.
truthfully, these things people don't understand.
Exactly. It's
Correct. One of the most important things that we really make.
yeah, because somebody that you're friendly with, you think you are their friend.
You're supposed to associate. You're supposed to be real house.
But that doesn't mean you're my. Do you know me? You don't know me. I'm just being friendly with you. But I have guys that know me. If they say, Alpine did this, they're like, nah. If they say Alpine did that, like, do you get? Because they know me. Do you get? But they know me to the core, right? So that's the kind of people that, and then I was saying the bond actually is two separate people coming together. Do you get? And, finding common interest, they get into the point where they can say anything for this person, anything for this, anything for Ruth. If I get to the point where I can say anything for Ruth, it doesn't matter where Ruth is. She calls me, says, Alpine, show. See, I'm going to find out to get there, even if I don't have a car, if I have to trek, whatever. The friendship is a support system. It's not being friendly. I think that's what we need to separate.
Have you lost a friend before?
Like died or what?
No, like cut off a friend. Totally cut off.
You discover that some people are not friends. They are rats, right?
I think he has responded that question.
Yeah.
Why I said he has. He says anyone that is ready to part ways with you is not really your friend. Right? That was what you said.
So on your own end, you've not cut off a friend before.
No, I have cut off snitches. I've cut off rats. I cut off.
But now we're talking about.
Yeah, because like now he was there, my friend. He was being friendly with me, like pretending to know me.
And
so I was telling him my secrets, only for him to go and betray me.
You see, you thought he's your. I was like, I'm really like a friend. He's mentioned this right now. There are situations where you thought somebody is your friend. I love you take that person as a friend, and along the line, the person shows you that I am not your friend
by betraying you, right? And then even when they meet you again, they are still smiling. They're still trying to get you guys to talk about the same things. They're still looking like those are rats, right? I don't mean they're not human beings.
Yeah.
I just mean metaphorically, right?
Yeah.
They are spying on you. They are betrayers. I wonder how they sleep. I really do. Because at the end of the day, because maybe it's their character. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what makes them sleep well at night, or what, I don't know. But what I'm just saying is, they are true friends, right? True confidence, ride or die. You get things you share with them, they'll take to their graves, right? And there are people that are not. They're just being friendly.
Do you think we still have these people in this world? Because right, you who are your ride or die. I'm talking about friends. Like if you're to rate the percentage,
You're looking at one. You're looking at one. I am the kind of person that.
Do you have that kind of person? It's not.
Yes, I do. My wife.
No, no. We're talking about
no. You don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand. You think that a friendship between friends is different from a friendship in marriage because you think that there is something you have to do for the marriage to work. You don't know that it's
and this as spec, right? I totally understand.
That shout out to you on your Mary Jane. You're not say you here.
Personally, I say she knows I am her biggest fan.
Well, all the bad people, shout out to you, my baby. Carry go.
So apart from your wife, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about those friends out there. People that you know that you can be vulnerable around. Someone you can just talk to, tell the person who you're going through, and the person is not going to talk against you.
Yeah. Barrister Sabat, eager. My ride or die, yeah.
You glad that he's confident. It's okay.
So
People.
Shout out to my man. You know what's only good.
It's actually very rare now.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it's actually very rare for you to have a friend that you put so much confide in, and then that person feels the same way about you.
And you know what? I'm beginning to agree to what you're saying. That understanding these things in the perspective of a man is different from a woman. I think we're going to look for a woman to come about God's result, but because a lot of issues are happening, things that you're seeing that totally discuss. And I feel like our relationship, we mentioned, she was a friend, but
It's very emotional. I'm not.
Personally, I used to confide in somebody so much. Like, so much. I don't hide anything from her, right? I tell her every single thing that has to do with me. She would literally write a book about me, but I can't say the same thing for her. She could be
Never tells you anything.
She doesn't say anything. She could just keep. You could be going through the worst thing.
Yeah.
I would only hear some somewhere.
Yeah. One of the things. Shout out to Udumodu Black, by the way. Katakata Rangers, with full ground. Odumodu Black is a good example of someone who his friends can count on. You get men Boku will teach that they be right, and we can see that the whole anti-war gangsters, we show that we can see how real he is, right? And I'm saying this to quickly speak to the fact that that the people who, because relationships are about trust.
Yeah.
You get, and like I said, it's usually when you guys have gone to, I think it was Zlatan that said, Odumodu is someone that they knew when they were soaking Gary. Do you understand? So basically, I'm saying that it's somebody you can trust, somebody that you can even trust with your life, right? So if you don't have that, I think man or woman, if you don't have somebody you can trust with your life, man or woman, you are basically talking to a betrayer. Do you get that you didn't know? Now, I'm saying this to say that it takes a very long time. Sometimes it takes, like there was a point where myself and Safat were in different worlds. He was talking to other people, I was talking to other people, right? And I'm not no, that sounded wrong, but I just mean that we were both in different worlds, right? And but what happened was, once we met, the spark was there again. Do you understand? Once we met again, everything came back to normal, and that's what I'm trying to sell to you. I'm trying to sell to you the fact that any relationship that takes effort is probably going to crash, because once that effort stops coming, that thing is going down. Number two, any relationship that is one-sided, that, oh, the person is your confidant, but you're not their confidant, trust me, that thing is leaking somewhere.
Yes, so firstly, that's a very valid,
That's a very red flag, right?
very thoroughly reason.
Yeah, that's a very red flag, and that's a very valid reason, because you cannot be careful with who knows your secrets, who knows how many skeletons are in your closet, right? Number three, I think that any relationship that in fact is forced is a red flag. If I meet you, I'm not feeling your energy, I'm sorry. If I meet you, if I meet you and it's not, because like I said, life is energy, everything is energy, right? And sometimes you can even feel that the person is betraying you, even without knowing. You feel like, this something is wrong.
For that situation of really normalizing the entire situation as adults, right? Situation where you know that this person is, you want to be really friends with this person, but the energy that is coming, the truth is you're giving a kind of natural energy that the person is not reciprocating.
Yeah.
And you feel like leaving. I think we should really normalize something like that.
Yeah, it should be normal.
I mean, I don't even think about it, to be very honest. If I try to be friendly with you, or maybe I'm calling myself your friend,
Yeah.
and you're not reciprocating the energy, I cut it off. And when people come to me with this, oh, you don't know tomorrow, you don't know how this.
No, that's not it.
That's not something.
Not a critical like you. Kiss.
I realize
That's enough.
that's a lot of operating, and they may be together. So I don't think that's something that works with me.
Yeah, so basically relationships are a two-way street, from me to you and from you to me. But what is more is I can't overemphasize this. It's the fact that it should not be forced.
And you know the thing,
If you notice that you're
so
forcing
friends,
the relationship, you need to see a relationship doctor. In fact,
some is that you think they don't have energy to put in a friendship. Like I mentioned earlier, it was a relationship with an opposite sex or opposite partner. They would make sure that no matter what, they put in effort to see this thing happen. But with, let's say, me and my girlfriend,
1 year
energy not there.
I was on Twitter and I was going through my 2010, 2011 messages with my friends. Let me tell you, I know it is normal. I know people say we have to make efforts. But I'm telling you that the truth is, anytime you begin to feel like you have to make effort in a relationship, that relationship is going sour. It's going sour. I know it is preached everywhere, anywhere, anytime you go for a what you call it, people say you have to put effort. Do you know what it means to love? To love somebody means to care about them, just to take care of them, just to want to take care of them. And if you want to take care of them and they want to take care of you, there is no need to make any effort. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I begin to make effort to take care of you, why am I making effort? That's a big question.
In the meantime, I even start questioning that. I just feel like this and it's time to out.
Yeah.
There's no time to be, we're all grown up. There's no time to be wasting up and down. Yeah, so last thing,
Yeah.
what would you like to say? What is the take home that you want people to really meditate about?
I'll say, as you're watching this breathing, breathe really, breathe into your stomach, right? And begin to evaluate your friends, what you call your friends. Look for every red flag. Listen, life is energy. Life is energy. And if you're feeling a bad energy, it's very, very possible that something is wrong, right? Because we are feeling beings. We are not doing beings, right? So we feel. So if just scan your relationships, like especially the close ones, because guess what? You may just be sitting with your killer.
True.
Yeah.
The most closest person is the one that betrays you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just be sitting with your killer.
We really appreciate
It nice to have you. It was an eye problem.
if we are to sit and talk about this particular topic, we're going to exhaust the entire day because this man always has something to say.
Yeah, please permit me to shout out to some of my people who
Yeah.
I would do anything for. Shout out to Hajia Mariam Karau of Women Entrepreneurship Nigeria. She's my go-to. She's my mentor. She's somebody that I have. I mean, she says I'll anything for you, right? I that resonates with my spirit. Shout out to Madam Galaxy, Tammy, of Haraf. Uh, um, that's my mommy. She is a full of knowledge, and is somebody that is succeeding because of her heart. I also want to say shout out to Eni Gaman of Nehru, Nigeria. Madam, anywhere you talk, I want to hear what she has to say. And she's actually pro women, she's always, let's have a woman president, and I think it's that time in Nigeria, right? Let's have a woman president, 2027, right? Shout out to
Oh my
yeah.
Sorry, me.
Yeah, shout out to Adek Basi, Today for Tomorrow initiative. Another powerful woman. Madam, you are a powerful woman. If you're listening to this, I want you to know, I want the world to know that you are a mighty woman. Then last but not the least, sorry, there's going to be one more person because I can't. That person is me and I am her. I want to say shout out to Milambu, Mr. Danjuma. That man is a spirit. He's a spirit. And I just want to say shout out to you. I don't know where you are, but anything for Danjuma. I think anything for Danjuma should be, anything for you should be something that we use in the relationship. And finally, last but not the least, shout out to my wife. Who goes? Who goes? See, you're the one that is giving me all this ginger.
We are looking for any relation, so they're just the perfect
Yeah, you're the one that is making me do my akunuche. You wanna
twins. They are always
there's the gang, all the party.
My toy. Hey, God, it's a big envy their relationship.
Sorry. That's very so grateful to have you on our show. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your wisdom.
Always a pleasure.
I really look forward to having you again.
And then again, and then they over and over again. You know what I think? So
Let's do this thing. Life up.
like our facts. Take a breath. Take a deep breath. Because I think we are going to begin this podcast with taking therapeutic kinds of
So the other session,
yoga.
you stretch me, heal, and all of that.
Yeah.
But what do you think about all the deep talk?
Honestly, I've learned a lot, not just in secular friendships, but networking as well. And for me, like I always say, and I'll always say,
Mm.
if you have to put your neck down for somebody to cooperate with you, it's not worth it. You back out. Because friendship is two-way. You're not friends with yourself.
Mm.
You're friends with somebody. So if somebody is your friend and you're being truthful to yourself, show them kindness too.
Normalize outgrowing people.
It's normal to outgrow people. It's not your fault that you agree. And if your friends want to catch up with you, and they love you so much, they should catch up with you. You should you should learn stuff. People should evolve together. And if you tell a friend that really likes your friend, I feel like you should hold your friend's hand too. And you guys should grow together. Because if you really love somebody, I think you involve them in whatever you're doing.
I think basically what I picked is, if somebody is really your friend, then regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstances, the person is definitely going to stick with you. Because you've stayed for 20 years with someone in friendship, and the person is no longer feeling you, or you're not feeling each other again, does not necessarily mean the person is your best friend. It's the truth is, the person might not necessarily be your real friend. He might not just be a tag along, or just one friend. Maybe the person has been a tag along. The one you met 5 years ago might be the true friend.
True, that's
The true friend you have, probably. So it is very much important that
and don't be scared to make new friends.
Yes.
You never know who's going to help you. This is
along the line you meet people.
yeah.
It's just part of life.
Not that anybody threaten you with, oh, you don't know tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday.
We know tomorrow is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. Nobody would threaten you.
Yeah. And whoever that is meant to be in your life, I feel like God has over 3 billion of them to give you.
And the truth is, become a better person. Most of the time, people that are being threatened about friendship in one way or the other are people who don't like growth, right? People that are saying, okay, this one because she's starting is to see money here and there, she's no longer my friend. It's because you're not developing yourself in one way or the other. It's because you don't want to grow personally and become someone of value to the point that you are going to attract people.
Yeah.
So I'm coming in that situation.
If your friend is growing and you're not growing, and don't be scared or don't be ashamed to reach out and voice, because you're asking questions.
Yeah.
Don't feel left out. Your friend might really want to help you. And don't be a lazy friend where your friends are progressing, they're always down and
You're lazy.
they're always the one that won't go out and be bickering and saying no.
You're the one begging for money. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please, and
So
for
don't
friends.
be a liability. Be a friend that encourages. Be a friend that motivates. Yeah.
And don't be the friend that run away from you. I read somewhere that the author said, be the kind of friend you want to have. So I feel like if you want good friends, be a good friend. If you want
Let's it be that.
friend, yeah.
Let's it be that when I meet with Mercy as my friend, we have a chit chat after discussing a lot of casual entertainment talks and a lot of things. After leaving, I get motivated. I feel like, okay, I need to do better. This person has encouraged me in one way or the other. That's friendship.
And I would say, contrary to what you just said, there are still people that when you hang around them, your energy is drained.
Yeah.
You feel empty just being around them.
Mm.
Don't be that kind of person. Okay, this is 2026. We are doing better for ourselves. Do better for yourself. Okay. So we'll not be talking so much again.
Yeah, we're not talking.
We're not looking too much.
The love.
People live, subscribe, want to follow, want to share, want to engage, because once you back here, sing and over.
LifeHub podcast.
Yeah, so that's
We
what
will always be here for you.
yeah, I think that's all we have for you today. Do well to play safe. Like, share, subscribe,
Yeah.
engage. Push the hustle.
We love you.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.